Okay, today we're going to work with image editing in Pixlr, and I want you to go and log in first, and you should be able to go to more providers, log in with Google, and select your school account. If you look up here, you can see that you're logged in. So we're going to use the editor today. So I'm going to scroll down until I get Pixlr Editor or Express. So go ahead and click Editor. And we're going to use Create New Image. So click there. And you're going to name this Castle, because we're going to make a castle. And change the preset to 1024 by 768. And then you need to click Transparent. So that's what that should look like. Then click OK. And if you click Transparent, it should look like this checkered board. So the two tools we're going to work with today are the marquee tool and the lasso tool. Those are the ones we're going to use. So first we're going to get the marquee tool, and we're going to make our castle out of shapes. So I would suggest making 3 rectangles. So you're going to make 1 rectangle, and then another rectangle. Uh-oh, the first one disappeared. Well, it disappeared because you have to hold down the shift to get it to add. So I'm going to try that again. You can make your first rectangle and then hold the shift down and make another rectangle. And then make another rectangle. But you have to hold the shift down the whole time, or else if you don't, you go like this, they'll all disappear. So don't do that. You want to hold down the shift so you get that little plus. Now I made my 3 rectangles and they don't really touch. So how can I solve that problem? I'm just going to put a rectangle across them because I need them all to be one big shape. There we go. Kind of starting to look like a castle. So you have some freedom on your castle. I'm going to make some little squares on top. But the requirement is you do have to make 3 flags. You have to make 3 flags on your castle. So we're going to put one flag here, 1 flag here, 1 flag here. So I'm going to make a skinny pole. Oops. Kind of skinny. There we go. Okay, so we have those 3. Now, where you need to make like a triangle off of it, and that's going to be pretty hard with a rectangle tool. So this is where our lasso comes in. So go and get your lasso tool and make a little triangle. And when you make it, you have to hold down the shift, just like you did before, and you have to complete the shape. So I went across, over, and down. I completed the shape. You need to do that. Okay, there we go. We've got 3 flags. Now we need to make some windows. So I'm going to go get the marquee tool again, the rectangle there, and I'm going to now, instead of holding the shift key to add something, I'm going to hold the control key down, and you'll see the minus sign, and I'm going to make my windows so that the people in my castle can see out. So you can put them anywhere you want. You can make quite a few. Oh, and then I also need to make a door. Well, that last window is kind of big for a door. All right, I'm going to make my door. I'm going to make it really big so that horses could get through it. There. All right, so now we have all these little marching ants, and we have kind of a castle, but we can't really see it. So we're going to go over and get the paint bucket. Whoops, I was choosing the color too quick. The paint bucket. and then you can choose your color. I'm going to stick with black. I like the way the black looks. And then I'm just going to dump it in my castle. It looks pretty good. It's a gigantic door. You can make yours any way you want, but when it's like this, it's the little ants, those are called ants, they're all marching around your castle. You need that to stop. So you can click Control D, or you can come up to Edit and find Deselect All. And now you're ready to turn it in. Go to File and go over to Save. Oh, one thing. If for some reason you don't get this done in one class period, you need to work on it again, you cannot leave. You can't leave a box or something without fill color, because if you do that, when you come back, there won't be anything there. You have to take the time to at least put color in it so that it saves. So if you don't do that, you'll come back and it'll be empty. Okay, so now let's go back up to Save. Go to File and Save. And then we already have it named Castle. And if you're ready to turn it in, you're going to pick JPEG. But like I said, if you need to keep working on it a different day, you need to pick the PXD file. That file is an editable file. You can mess around with it later. But this is the one that you need to turn into Google Classroom, the JPEG. And click click OK. And choose wherever you want to save it. And then you can turn it in.